A little birdie told me that you are traveling with a personal item bag only, or wanting to. And you're a little concerned on whether or not if your bag is going to fit in that personal item slot. Your anxiety is through the roof. You don't want no unexpectancies, or perhaps you had the experience of having to pay that unexpected $100 at the gate because your bag did not fit in the personal item slots? Well, if that's your concern or anything in reference to traveling with a personal item bag only, sis, then this video is the video for you. Once I got my hands on an Underseat Pro, I never had to have any worries or concerns about flying with a personal item bag only. Stay tuned. Hey boo, my name is Kira, and on this side of town, we talk about all things travel, budget traveling to be exact. So if that's something that you're interested in, why don't you consider subscribing and thumbs up this video? I promise you will get the tea with me. Now, I'm willing to bet your first concern is how much does this cost? So we're going to go ahead and get that one out of the way. This product is $79.97. But wait a minute now, before you say, ooh, that's a little bit too steep or that's a little bit too pricey for me, honey, think about how much you will be spending every time your personal item bag is larger than the personal item slot. Meaning that the bag you're trying to take does not fit in the slot. I don't know about you, but me, I would rather invest $80 one time than to continue to spend hundreds of dollars at the counter for a personal item bag. Make the investment. Sizing. I'm going to put here the measurements, but I believe it's about 18 by 14 by 8, which is normally the standard or around about the size of what the personal item bag are on all of these major airlines that allows you to travel with a personal bag item only. Now, I've actually had the experience with traveling with this bag on Frontier. Might I add, Frontier Airlines actually does check to see if your personal item bag fits in that slot. Spirit is another airline that I've traveled with this bag. And I recently had a friend who had this situation happen where her bag did not fit. She had to pay $100 at the gate. And who want to do that? I'm going to put here a list of airlines that this bag can be used as a personal item bag while traveling. The next biggest concern I already know is how big is this bag? Will I have enough space to fit the items that I would like to bring? When I first started traveling with a personal item bag only, my biggest concern was definitely, how am I going to take all this stuff in this small bag? But I'm here to tell you that this Underseat Pro is a lot more spacious than I would have ever imagined. I've actually traveled to Vegas in January. So if you know, it was a little cold. So I ain't gonna even say little cold. I'm from Florida, so it's a lot of cold to me, but maybe a little to you. And I had to take jeans and I had to take sweaters. And when I tell you I was able to fit 5 days worth of clothes in this bag, of course I wore my heaviest stuff to the airport, but I was able to get it in. Of course, this does take some technique. You probably gonna have to do some YouTube search on how to pack a personal item bag, learn all the tips and tricks. But once you find out what works for you, you will realize that this bag allows you to carry way more stuff than if you carry any other kind of personal item bag. And I'm just going to be honest, I used to travel with a Vera Bradley Weekender bag. And while that bag was pretty decent, it can get so heavy. The best thing I love about this bag is the fact that the handles, there's 2 handles. So you have this one here that you can carry that's similar to like a suitcase style. Or, honey, you have this in here where you can be able to wheel this thing around. I tell you, this took a weight off of my shoulders. This is how spacious the bag is. It has like these little small compartments here where you can store things on the side so that everything doesn't have to be, mixed in all together. It also has the strap so that you can be able to strap your stuff down. Don't mind my lotion. I didn't unpack fully. But it also has a compartment here where you can store things like your lotion. More easy access here. The sizing, the weight, Everything is perfect. Mentioned very, 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 very sturdy as well. Like I've used this several of times. And the zippers are not getting jammed. They're working. They're functioning fine. I literally packed this bag to the max and didn't experience anything tearing up or falling apart or coming apart, because that matters. Next concern is, does it fit? Did you actually try it? And like I mentioned before, I did actually travel with this bag a few times so far, and I'm planning on doing it more often. Whenever I can find me a budget flight, I always travel with a personal bag. It makes no sense to me in buying a budget flight, but then spending all your money on bags. It has fit in the Frontier slot. It has fit in the Spirit slot. I've seen video footage for myself where it fit in the United slot. If it can fit in those, it most definitely can fit in those others, as long as the measurements are similar. Also, underneath the seat, it slided under with no problem. It was not in the way. I still had leg room. It wasn't a tight squeeze. Like, it literally seemed like that area was made for this bag. It went in with no problem at all. Now, some pros and cons. I'm going to start with the cons because, to be honest, there was only literally one that I noticed, and that's the wheels. The wheels does not do, you know, the suitcases where you turn it however which way and the bag rolls however you want. You don't necessarily have to lean it backwards and roll it that way. I hope I'm making sense. But the wheel is not interchangeable. It only rolls one way in one direction versus having the wheels that kind of circle around. That's literally the only thing, but it was not a deal breaker. Talk about the pros though. There's plenty. It's definitely the size for me. This bag is well within the acceptable sizing to fit up under your seat and in the personal item slot. By taking this bag as your personal item bag, you can avoid extra fees for overhead bin space, like carry-ons and so forth. I don't know about you, but I personally love having my items right with me, honey. I barely ever check in a bag. Side pocket is another huge pro for easy access. I personally tend to sometimes slip in a pen, something that I know that I'm gonna need really, really quickly. I put it there. This is also the perfect slot for water, honey. We gotta stay hydrated in them airport streets. Even has like a little drawstring, make it tighter so that nothing comes out. Not every time when you're on vacay, you can get away from work. Okay, some of us traveling with laptops and iPads and all type of gadgets and gadgets. Well, this Underseat Pro can hold a laptop up to 17.3 inches. I love how it's right here in the front and with padding also to make it easy acceptable. It's pretty thick, so it keeps it from like getting banged up, or yes, it's a padding inside here. Prevents it from getting damaged or anything like that. And I really, really love that they thought of the gadgets and gadgets that we tend to travel with. Ooh, this was the biggest pro. It came with some goodies, child. It came with this small toiletry bag that you can be able to use through TSA, which I can appreciate. See here, and as you can see here, it's TSA approved, so no need to worry. It also included 2 luggage tags. Now, I don't know about you, but even though I keep my bag with me, you just never know. So with this, you can fill out your information. So God forbid if your bag ends up getting misplaced or what have you, they can be able to find you. At this point, you should be well convinced that this is the bag for you. This bag comes in black and it also comes in purple. I definitely plan on getting my hands on that purple one as well. Now, if you have this bag, come down in the comments and testify, honey. You know, people go straight to the comments. Let us know how it's working out for you. If you're looking for a bag like so and this video helped you, come on down in them comments and let me know that you no longer have to search for a personal item bag because this video helped you with that decision. I will include all the links to this item, anything that can make it easier with helping you get this item as soon as possible. Make sure you thumbs up this video. That lets YouTube know that this video needs to be in them YouTube streets for everybody to see. If you felt them good vibes, make sure you subscribe. If you made it to the end of this video, be sure to drop this emoji in the comment section. That's how I'm gonna know it's real. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to watch my video. Until next time, later.